All right. It is Team Call Tuesday, last Tuesday in February. Still lots of time to meet your goals this month. And don't forget about that challenge pack deal. It sounds like it's staying the same price. Doesn't mean you have to advertise that, though. You can advertise that March 1st that they're going to extend that. It's being added to the library for good. The price is sticking, which is awesome. So utilize that. Another thing I have learned, if someone's dragging their feet on price, have them sign up for on demand. And then I guess I told my customers, I don't exactly know what the FAQ is on this, but I told my customers they have then 2 weeks to call and upgrade to a challenge pack. And so it's kind of like 2 easy payments. Not really sure that's legal, but that's what's worked for a couple of my customers who didn't have the money right away. So,
well, you wouldn't. Oh, you do get a point right now for that. Yep.
Well, and it, they paid the $100 for the on demand, and then they called an upgrade. And what's happened both times in my office is it's been within 2 weeks, but the previous one just disappears and the challenge pack appears. Like they just have switched it completely to a challenge pack. So
yeah, it's nice that they're not doing the whole, like, they have to reimburse and have to go through that razzmatazz.
Yeah. Thank goodness. So, so that's an option that you could mention, get them going with the fitness aspect of it. Remind them that the Shakeology is cheaper than what we can get it as Coach. And, so if they want to give it a try, this is the best time to give it a try. They can cancel at any time. So just an option there. One thing, well, there's 2 things I want to talk about tonight. Number 1, March ideas, because the only idea that I have is I've always wanted to do like a sensational salad group or spring salad, just a free group. And I thought this was
like that. I like it a lot.
I have not ran one yet, but I figure there's got to be information somewhere to use, Google or Beachbody or both. So anybody that has ideas for challenge group titles, themes, free groups that, as we're kind of nearing spring, preparing for spring. And then I would love to brainstorm. Rebecca and Renee and I chatted the other night about having a form from Google. Y'all know how I love that stuff, but I'm going to learn to love it. Having a form, so it's a simple link that you would give to your challengers when they join your free ongoing group. Basically, it would be, the main purpose would be an email collector, but to me, I'm seeing it as a way to ask if they have a coach that's supporting them. I'm thinking 3 to 5 questions, something very simple, but I thought if we could brainstorm that, then we could all write down ideas. They're pretty easy to make, even for me, who's not very Google savvy. It would be attached to your Google email, your Gmail. So I'm excited to have that option. So as soon as I am at that point of inviting them to Team Fit and Lean, I can tag them in the welcome video and then say, please fill out this form. That's the process I would most likely take. You could always have them fill it out before putting them in. I would probably put them in, tag them in the welcome video, and then check back in, within a week or 2 and just say, hey, did you fill that form out yet? In order to stay in this free group, I just need you to fill out that form so you're part of my contact list, was kind of my plan. So where do we want to start with? Anybody have any ideas for either one of those?
Okay. You're muted, Chrissy.
Oh,
challenge groups. Let's start with challenge groups, because that was something I know that I'm going to do, the first week of March, I'm going to do a 7-day, the clean eating challenge, just a normal focus on
doing that too, I think. Yeah, probably.
I like to start the months with those. And I know,
Chrissy, what are you starting it with?
Just a clean eating challenge, and the past 2 that I've done, like the first one was like a recipe, or the first one was like going through the process that I go through to set up for a week, And then the second one that I did was like a food swap kind of clean eating challenge. This one, I think I'm just going to have people take pictures of what they're eating. You know, I don't know.
Are you providing a plan for them, or are you?
No.
Okay.
I'm not anywhere near that. Like, I'm still struggling with my own plan, but I do share what I do, and I like talk to people and help them through it.
Chrissy,
You know what you
just
do?
share the no cook meal plan.
Well, either that or, Christy, there's a link. Beachbody blog is the bomb for recipes and meal plans because they already have the grocery list laid out for you too. And maybe you can just send them the link and say, hey, pick your meal plan for the week. And it gives you like different flavors. So if you like more Southwestern, there's that. If you like paleo or vegan, there's that. If you like, there's another one, I can't remember. But anyway, there's lots of different types. And that way it's not any more work for you. And then your taking pictures would still work because then they can just say, hey, I'm following this meal plan, and it would give other people some ideas too. And then they've got a clean eating plan. They have a grocery list laid out, everything.
And that's in the Beachbody website that you send them to?
Beachbody blog. I will send you, in fact, I can just post it right here in our Zoom chat. Can you grab links off of that?
Can you, Rebecca, will you post it in Fuel Your Fire?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have, and Chrissy, I think I uploaded in Fuel Your Fire. It's called Sample Meal Plans, but I need to add this link that Rebecca's talking about to it because that's just what I send it to people. It's got the video of Autumn and the color-coded containers in it. That's what I send to people, but I would love to add that. And it just has some of those. It has one link to each calorie bracket on my sample meal plan, but I would love to have more of an option.
Well, that's what I have, but when you click on that link, where does it take you?
To that meal plan? I don't know.
Meal plan?
Yeah.
Okay, well, my links, I don't know how I did that. But the link I have, if you click on it for that calorie bracket, it pops up a whole page of like pictures of different types of meal plans. And you just click on the one you want to try.
Okay. That would be awesome.
Okay.
And the other, thank you for all that. The other group, back last December, I did like an evergreens challenge. So I'm going to take information from that challenge group that I did, and I'm going to do over the week of St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to do like a green food challenge and just talk about all the different green foods and how they're good for you. Pretty much what Kim just did last week, or
This week.
Is it this week? I see your posts and stuff, and it reminded me that I did that group, so I went back to that group.
Good. And one of the 6 days of my veggie group that I put in Fuel Your Fire is bell peppers, so it doesn't fit. But the rest, so 5 of the days fit. I'm pretty sure 5 of the 6 days are green vegetables.
Right.
And
there's a green bell pepper. Does that not count? Are they not good?
I mean, it could. It was the red ones that I think it talked about.
The red ones are usually the ones that are better, I guess.
Yeah. So, but you could do 5 days from it.
But I don't have any other ideas for the other 2 weeks, and I'm like, help.
Are you trying to do something every week?
Yeah, well, and this is in my Rockstars group. You know, it's just to add value.
Okay, gotcha.
I like to do a mindset, so I'd like one of the other weeks to be some kind of mindset. And I look through the stuff on Fuel Your Fire, and I just not there quite yet.
What are you reading right now?
What is that book called? It's crap. Hold on.
Okay, well, here's my thought, if you can still hear me. Make it simple on yourself. Whatever you're reading, why don't you just get on each day, because this is your free group, and just share your takeaways from what you're reading, because they're going to get value from it. So what if you just made it real simple and you just shared a takeaway and maybe did some little call to action from that takeaway with them?
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Or even just post a quote.
These are what I'm reading right now.
Yeah, like post a quote that spoke to you.
Yeah. Or even a screen. I love God's Law of Attraction. There's lots of stuff you can share from that. I haven't read the other one, but.
Okay. That's a good idea.
I might do that too. Another idea Leslie had that could maybe fit that. She's not sure what she wants to do with it yet. I've thought about doing this before too and haven't. But something with music, like music for your soul. Maybe Rebecca would be great at something like that. Some sort of music mindset, you know, and I've done something similar in the past, but I don't know. It didn't really go anywhere, but like what music does for you. You know, if you need to perk yourself up, here are some song ideas. If you need to slow yourself down, here, you know, that kind of thing. Like what speaks to you. So that could be a good, or maybe even like, I don't know, music to work out to, music to run to. I don't know.
There's a lot of research done on what music does for your body as far as even the moods that it helps to create.
Right.
So there's a lot of science that goes into all that because it's sound, it's vibrations, and different frequencies end up doing different things to your body. I mean, there's even been healing studies done depending on the frequency that the body connects to. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
I could look into that. I definitely use music.
And I've researched it a little bit. I didn't find a ton of great stuff, but I found some. That's what I was looking for, is that kind of stuff. I know I'm trying to think March, like people are, well, even right now, but it's going to get cold again, people. But like people are trying to get outside. So just, you know, this is probably a good time for this no cook meal plan, depending on how this crazy freaking weather is next week. But quick and easy meals. I know I keep having a lot of people say they've got ball games and, you know, it's hard to, what do I bring? So I almost thought I need some sort of
cooler. Do some sort of cooler group.
Yeah. Like take with you and go. Take and go meals.
I know that I have,
yeah.
I'm going to have to use some of your guys' crock pot meals because I know I have a lot of moms in my group that would love crock pot meals, but I'm no good at them.
Yeah, I'm not good at it either.
Chris tells me all the time, you need to get into crock potting. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't.
Crock pot groups are hard because there's so much food that usually you make with a crock pot that you have a lot of leftover stuff. So unless your meal can be made into something else, it's a little harder.
Right.
At least that's my personal experience with them. So, I mean, they're great to throw in there, but I have trouble trying just to do a crock pot group.
Yeah. You can look at the one I posted. I mean, it's very basic, and I picked recipes that can easily be used for leftovers, you know? So intertwine some thoughts.
Okay. Green. Real quick. So your green group, you're doing the importance of green vegetables?
Yeah, just kind of, because one of the things that I learned is, like, you know, Mom always told you to eat your vegetables, but I never knew how healthy they were for me. Yeah. And so ever since I read Super Life, I kind of, I don't know, I love eating broccoli more, and I was more willing to try spinach and stuff. And so the group that I did before, it was about broccoli. Like I spent one day talking about broccoli. And one day talking about the different kinds of lettuce, because like one of the things Kim learned, and then she taught me, is the greener the lettuce, the better it is for you. Well, I never knew that. I thought that eating iceberg lettuce, I was doing healthy. Turns out not so much. And so if I didn't know that, I'm sure somebody else knew that. So I spend one day talking about different kinds of lettuce, you know, and
I love it. So
I still have to put it all together on a word sheet. A Word document or whatever, but once I have it all done, I'll put it in Fuel Your Fire.
Okay. I think this is a great idea. I'm actually, my clean eating group, I was planning on doing the week of the 13th, which would end on St. Patrick's Day. Mm-hmm. So I might do something with the whole green thing. I like that. I think it's cute.
And I was just trying to figure out a cute name for it though, and I can't.
Can you just say go green?
Oh, yeah.
Go green, eat clean, go green. Go green.
Oh, eat clean, go green. I like that.
Have you heard of the, spring cleaning? Yeah. I was thinking of spring clean eating.
Yes.
Do it.
But I thought it was dumb.
That's catchy. Spring clean eating. I like it.
I don't know. Casey, did you have something to say? Because I kept seeing you turn yellow.
I was just going to say you could do a play on words with March Madness. You know, the basketball. You could do March Madness eating meals or March Madness fitness or something like that.
Okay.
Point where I can group again right now, but I would just thought I'd throw that in there for you.
Oh no, you're good, Casey.
I like it. I always forget about March Madness. I don't know if this is better for April or March, but I just keep thinking rainbow. We eat from a rainbow of color-coded containers.
That would be April.
Yeah,
April
so
of rainbows. Let's do that.
so I don't know exactly what to call it, but
Rainbow Bright. Shine your life.
loved Rainbow Bright. Rainbow of food,
April showers bring rainbow foods.
that's cute.
What'd she say?
April showers bring
Health
rainbow
at the
foods.
end of your rainbow.
Yeah. Okay, so let me write all this stuff down. April showers, spring.
What's at the end of your rainbow?
Health. Health. You don't want to know what's at the end of my rainbow, Rebecca.
I'm thinking pot o' health, instead of pot of gold, pot of health.
Oh my gosh, that's great. I love it.
I think it's a medical marijuana group or something.
Well, you got to put the food in the pot.
Yo, what's up, homies?
People get messed up.
That could attract some new people.
We'll get your munchies in here. Come join us.
Oh my gosh. I told my son I was making those chickpea brownies, and he was like, look, helping me. He's like, Mommy, what are those? And I was like, they're magic beans. And so Paul's like, he's going around telling people that you make magic brownies. And I was like, I don't think about these Give it to me. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I was like, what are magic brownies? He's like, babe. I'm like, oh.
Renee, are you need a tissue?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm crying. Oh, I love this. Oh.
Okay, so now I forgot what you called it. What did you call it? Pot of health?
Pot of health. Yeah. Oh man, I am.
So pot of gold health.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, we've got some ideas flowing. The ideas are flowing now.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so while our ideas are floating, so if you're going to send something, a form, a professional form to someone in your free group, because, we want to get these people in Streak eventually, or at least if you're not on Streak for now, you want to collect their email. So if Facebook would go down, or you would want to send a mass email about a new program or something, I do know key number 1, you must put a name section because it will not automatically do that for you. So learn
And
the
you need
lesson
to
the hard
put
way.
that these questions are required. Every question needs to be marked required so that they have to answer them. Otherwise, they will leave stuff blank.
Okay, so required. So
Yeah.
name, email. Do you need to say something like best email contact or just email? Some people have multiple emails. Do you need to clarify, do you think?
I usually just put email, and
Okay.
I'm assuming people give me the email that they use the most.
They use, okay.
Yeah.
And then, so that would be, question number 1 is email. Question number 2.
Name is first.
Name. Yeah,
Well,
name.
yes, name is first. Name, email. Do we want to say top health goal? Do we want to have a spot for that for people to put? If they're coming into your health group, they have some sort of health goals, right? So is it appropriate on that form to ask? Because I guess my first question I always ask everybody is, are you working on health goals? So before they get into Team Fit Lean,
Why don't you just ask a generalized question? What interested you in, do they know, is this specifically for joining your group?
yeah, this is specifically people that are going in Team Fit Lean, because that's when they then go to Streak.
And they know that they're going into Team Fit and Lean?
Yes.
Okay, then why don't you just ask a generalized question? What interests you in joining Team Fit and Lean?
Okay.
My online fit community, Team Fit and Lean, or whatever you call it.
Because
And then
isn't there
that'll-
like a heading at the top? Can I put at the top Team Fit and Lean and type out the, because I remember the form I made in the past.
Oh yeah, you can put a whole paragraph, you can put a picture.
Okay.
There's even, I gotta figure out how to do it, I can't figure out how to do it yet, but you can even put a video that automatically plays at the
Wow.
beginning. I can't remember her name right now. What's her face did one, but I really was like, man, how does she do that? Because it would be super cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Do you know if I can create, like on that question, could I have like an ABCD, like recipes, motivation?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of different options. So you can put a short answer, a long answer. You can do
Okay.
multiple choice. You can do check all that apply. So if they need to check multiple boxes, they can. And there's even an option within that you can have an other option where they have to click other and then fill out what their other is. If you wanted to do that much.
Okay.
I like multiple choice. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, multiple choice.
I like when I personally fill out surveys or anything like that, I prefer multiple choice just because I don't want to sit there and think.
Know what to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
so if you put, I like that idea. Rebecca said that if you put, I want to join Team Fit and Lean for nutrition support, for fitness support, for.
And that would be a check all that apply.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I would do something like that because then exactly. And then you could put at the bottom, like the very last question, maybe it's question 5, question 6. You could put like any specific goals you want to focus on. And that's where they could put, I want to get to size 12 or I want to build muscle or I
And
want to
that
get
could be
10 pounds.
that could be an optional question. That
Right,
one, so they
right.
don't feel obligated. Okay.
Right.
I like
and
that.
I would make that like the very, very last one.
Yeah.
Just like really it's just like any other things that you want me to know,
Right.
because there's some people, well, I just had surgery on my knee and I have to go through 2 months of therapy, and so I'm looking for something after my therapy's over, so I don't know, just an example. I don't know why.
I might say something like, please share with me your long-term health goal as well as any struggles you've had in the past, and just leave it optional. Then that kind of opens them up to whatever they want to tell me.
You're going to have that be an optional question?
Yeah. I'm going to have, because like Chrissy said, if they feel like they have to type too much, they may say, I'm going to come back to it later and forget, or, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So,
Well, if it's only 5 questions, are you only 1,
Yeah.
2, not even that?
I don't have 3 or 4. What else would you guys think? Oh,
Right.
coach. We have to ask about a coach. Do you have a Beachbody
Are you
coach that
currently
supports
working with
you?
a Beachbody coach? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know it's silly to put age in there, but I would, just because I don't know how many freaking 15-year-olds I come across, and they're like, let me ask my mom. And then I'm like, oh my God.
I haven't came up with that yet. I have a few that are like 18
That's funny.
soaking wet.
Well, I think it's because I have Maddie's kids on my Facebook. Well, the older 2, I don't
Yeah.
have, like Martin's too young yet. So, but the older 2 I have on Facebook. And so I get like, you may know this little high school friend. Well, then I click on it because they got a baby in the picture with them.
Right.
And then like it's happened a couple times. They got this baby in the picture with them. And I'm like, oh, are you a mom? And they're like, oh, no, that's my nephew. And I'm like, oh, how old are you? I'm 15. I'm 16. What the hell are you doing on Facebook? Get off.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Question you could do would be like another ABC. What is your fitness level right now?
Oh, that's good.
What is your
Moderate.
fitness like right now?
Uh-huh.
your fitness what?
Level.
Level. Yes, that's a good one, Casey.
And then have what, like a scale from 1 to 10 and have them pick a number?
Have a lot of, even doctor's forms, you're inactive, moderately active,
Oh.
you've got like 3 or 4 choices, and you could have something like that on there, and that helps you gauge somebody too, where to put them at in your group and what they're going to want.
I know.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you could even like match it up with Beachbody. You know how we have beginner, intermediate,
Right.
advanced. You know.
I was thinking that too.
So,
I don't know if I'd
mhm.
want that on here or if that'd be on the next one of possible challenge group, you know, because if they're wanting in a challenge group, I'm going to need to know,
Specific.
yeah, what's your fitness level? I like using the, you know, how active are you currently? Because that kind of makes a difference on the container system. And so that's another good one to get to know too.
I don't really know if there's too much more that you would need to ask them because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a free group, so it's not like
Right.
you're doing any one-on-one anything.
The only, I think I'm missing something. So I have name, email. I'm asking for phone number because I like talking to people on the phone. Why are you interested in joining blah, blah, blah group? Are you currently working with a Team Beachbody coach? What am I missing?
That's all I have. Oh, and then I'm going to have something at the end, like, please share your,
What if you said something like, how are you hoping this group will benefit you? And would that allow them the chance to say, well, I'm looking for meal plans, or I'm looking for,
right. That's open.
I'm trying to lose weight, or maybe that way it's not so scary with the whole, what are your health goals? Because
Right.
sometimes that word freaks people out. Because I never set goals for myself before I did this, like ever. I mean, like as far as health goals. So
how are you hoping to benefit from this
how are
group?
you hoping this group will benefit you?
How are you hoping?
That work?
Yeah.
So to have that, I'm trying to number these. So it's 1, 2.
I think that would be enough. Like I said,
Yeah.
really,
just 5 questions.
anything else after that, you really get more one-on-one, and that's
Right.
really what you want to kind of get to for them to be a paid challenger.
Right. Exactly. I like that.
Are you already are you connecting with them on Facebook already?
Yeah, these are people.
With this? Okay.
These are people that I've built with. Like I
Okay.
started Chrissy's sheet today. I went through Rump's training and tried to catch up. I went through and wrote down everybody in the last couple weeks of my posts. Maybe a week. I went back a little ways because I haven't done it in a while, and I try to do it weekly. But I wrote down anybody that I haven't talked to like ever or in a really long time. And so then Christy's got like 7 spaces to build, and my system for that is going to be to probably do like a every other like private message, comment like just on something on their page, private message if something comes up, that kind of thing.
This is just to show you guys kind of what it is. It's real small. But these are basically like new friends, contacts, and then I have 7 spaces right here where I'm just marking down when I contact them, and that came from being inspired by one Jim Rump's class, because the whole thing that he's having us use. But I've read in every personal development book pretty much ever, it all says it takes like 6 to 7 contacts with someone before you want to introduce them to your business stuff. So the way I have this set up is I have 7 spots where you can talk to them, and that's just getting to know them. And then all this stuff after that is like my free fitness group. So when I invite them to that, this is the 30-day Beachbody On Demand free group. And then this is if I've talked to them about a challenge pack. And like I said, this is just because I keep losing people. Like I've tried a whole bunch of different systems, and I was inspired from Jim Rump's class. And so I kind of took his stuff and created these new spreadsheets, and I've created 3 different ones. And then I showed them to Kim last week, and she's all like, hey, these are kind of cool.
Have you shared them out?
I haven't. This is like the first I've talked publicly about it, really.
I like them.
You like them? I have them in Starlights, my team group, just so I could print them off for my mom's, but I will be happy to put them in Fuel Your Fire so that you guys can check them out.
Because we can type on it. The one I downloaded, then I can put in, I didn't get a chance before I print it, but you could put in your free group's name.
Yeah, I didn't lock anything in
marking.
Yeah, so. It's just the Word document. I don't have anything locked because I don't know.
How did you determine like what people you're putting on there?
Well, I actually have 3 different charts that I'm using currently. This is new friends. This is people that I have not talked to. I have not formed with them yet. So a lot of the people from the Jim Rumps class went on this, and then, I go through my Facebook page and I see who likes my posts. One of the girls, like this one right on top, I actually met her at a Burger King at a play place, and she mentioned, we like shared stories. And so I put her, it's just new people I meet. That's pretty much it. I have not formed a relationship with them. And then this is just forming from them. Once they've gotten to all this stuff, I have a sheet for my free Rockstars people, like my free group. And this basically just has the name. I'm still in the process doing Streak. I have all my categories for Streak made. So now I'm in the process of writing like my welcome letter and video. I did the video, so I'm already making plans for my March video for the group. And I just have a category where I mark that I've sent them the welcome letter. I have a category where I mark that I've tagged them to the video so I can keep track what I'm doing. And then I just have a bunch of spaces after this just to write the date when I last talked to them. Because for me, this is a very quick visual of who I've talked to a lot and who I still need to talk to.
Yeah.
So if I see that I've talked to Ashley already like 6 times this month, but I haven't talked to Kara at all, I need to follow up on Kara.
Okay.
And when I saw Jim Rump's training and the sheet that he gave us, that was the one thing that I really, really liked about it. It was a very quick view of who I haven't talked to and who I have talked to.
Okay.
So
I do have to stretch your boxes though. Even with a mechanical pencil, I cannot write small enough.
Did you put it in landscape mode or in the other one?
Yeah, I fit it all in one sheet, which I like, but I think I'll just, because that sheet is what I'll use until, and I'll probably use it a little bit past that. But again, once they get into Streak, I want to get them, or once they get into Team Fit and Lean, I want to get them into Streak. But I like having that visual from Chrissy, because once they're in Vibe Tribe in the tracker, that's my check-in for them. Their check-ins.
Right.
So,
and so then after they sign a challenge pack, like after they become a paid challenger and they get my one-on-one, then they go into the challenge tracker app. And then this is just my tracker sheet for my challengers, my paid challengers, basically. And what I have is I have their name, the program they're doing, what Shakeology they're drinking, that I've sent them an email to get them in the challenge tracker app, that they have accepted the invitation. I have a spot that they've written down their goals, because like I was checking my people. I'm like, hey, I saw that you accepted the challenge app tracker, but you haven't written down your goals yet. And it's really important that you write those down so that they're right there in front of you,
Yeah.
And so I follow up with them, and it also lets them know that, hey, whoa, she's paying attention to me. She's watching me.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't have a lot of challengers right now, so I have the time to go through and see how many shakes they've drank and how many workouts they've done. But I know as I grow, I won't have that. But I have it broken down into 4 weeks, and then another program, and then another 4 weeks. So this is basically 2 months for my challengers, and it's just week to week to where I can go in and say, yep, they did it. Nope, they didn't. And so if there's several weeks where someone doesn't do it, then I can be like, hey, you're not active in this anymore. What's going on? Or if they are active, I can, do shout outs, recognition, whatever. It's just a quick reference. I'm so not technology based, but I'm trying to be. And I don't know how these are going to work out for me. I'm still in the first week of them, so I'm hoping